Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and this is March to Ragnarok here. I'm coming at you today with a Vanguard terminology. This time, as you can see from the two grade 3s you are looking at, we are talking about cross rides. Yes, I'm going to go over the definition of the cross ride, the pluses and minuses of cross rides, and we're just going to get like a little discussion. At least I'm going to keep talking about it for a little bit, and that'll probably be the end of the video. Remember to always like and subscribe, and always comment down below your thoughts on the videos. Give me any suggestions to it, and we'll get started. What is a cross ride, you may ask? The definition, or at least what I have come up with for cross rides, is two grade 3s, as you can see, these are both grade 3 units, that when one rides over the other, or when the original one, for example, Dungaree, this one, the sealed demon dragon Dungaree, is in the soul when demonic conquering dragon Dungaree Unlimited is on Vanguard, it becomes a continuous 13k, which is always good, instead of it just being an 11. That was kind of taught out of order, but it's fine. Yes. It also has a boosted effect from the original. Dungaree's is, once placed on Vanguard, we're going to start with the bottom here because it's kind of important, you bind the top two cards of your deck. Counterblast 1, choose a card that's bound, which is in your bind zone, and return it. And put it onto the bottom of your deck. You choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retires it. The ability cannot be activated for the rest of the turn. Where demonic conquering dragon Dungaree Unlimited is counterblast 2, bind one of your face up from the top of the deck. So you take the top card and you bind it face up. When this unit attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to one of your opponent's rear guards in the front row and retire it. And during the turn, this unit gets plus 2k for each Narukami that is bind or in the bind zone. So, all in all, again, pretty much just a boosted up effect from that. One they'll let you retire rear guards in the front row, and then the other one does the exact same thing, but it gets beefier. So, all in all, you'll be swinging for big numbers when you hit it. Pretty good. Now we're going to go over pluses. Not specifically for this, but just cross rides in general. Pluses. Easier to guard with, especially if your opponent is at 11 and they swing with no booster, which some people have to do. It forces them to at least get a trigger to pass. So it's pretty good. It's also great against the 9Ks, and even if they have a 10K, or like Brutal Jack or something along the lines of that on rear guard, it forces them to really have to throw a booster behind it, or it just won't work. The next topic, or the next part, plus I should say, is that they have support. Dungaree, for example, has Dan as a starter due to set 12. Lovely starter, might I say. Also due to set 12, we have, or not we, but Dungaree as a deck has 12k attackers. And other cross-ride decks have support. Phantom Blaster Dragon and Phantom Blaster Overlord have support. Beast Deities have support. Yeah, pretty much. Very fun to any casual player, which is true. If you are a casual player and you don't feel like dropping a lot of money on like break rides and stuff like that, you can just pick up a deck that has a cross ride, and it can do a lot of fun things. I would like to note before I go to the minuses that due to the addition to reverses coming to the English side of the meta, most of them are cross ride. So I felt like with the drop of set 12, this video was kind of necessary. That way people know like how the reverses will work, how strong they'll be, pluses and minuses of it, obviously. Now we're going to go to the minuses part. Inconsistent. If you're running it just straight up cross ride deck, it can be a tad bit inconsistent, which then leads to, or no, the reason it's inconsistent, sorry, got a little off track there, is because if you open up with the big guy before you see the first one, or you open it with the first one with none of the big guy, it can kind of throw a kink in the works. So it's really difficult to come back from that in some situations. It wasn't originally seen much play when they first came out, due to the fact that reverses are starting to come over here to the English meta. Like I said, you will probably see a little bit more cross rides, so be prepared for it. And it's really difficult to run things such as break rides in the deck because you would really rush to your ratios. Like, say you want to run it, but you also want to run, like, if I have a Vowing Sword Dragon, which is the current break ride for Narukami, I want to run Dungaree and Dungaree Unlimited. Your numbers would be all over the place, whether you want to keep it at 8 or 7, or if you want to be daring enough to make 3 Vowing Sword, 3 Dungaree, and then 3 Dungaree Unlimited. So, it kind of messes with your numbers if you're going off of statistics-wise, which may or may not be a good thing if your opponent's very number-heavy and whatnot. So, yeah. All in all, cross rides are a very fun part of Vanguard. They are an interesting thing. I like the fact that you will be seeing them a lot more in the meta, just thanks to reverses, pretty much, which are just completely awesome. But yeah, I've been talking for about 5 to 6 minutes now, so I'm going to wrap this up by saying like, comment, and subscribe. Please do. It's always welcome. Let me know what y'all think. What do y'all want to do for another Vanguard terminology video? I was thinking about probably going for Sentinels, or Constant Guards if you say it in the Japanese way, or Perfect Guards. I might even do Quintet Walls if I can pick one up from my friend who runs Japanese shit. That was said awkwardly. But yes, definitely leave a comment down below. Always like again. And yeah, March to Ragnarok. Which path to victory do you choose? One of my paths is Narukami. Signing out.